Hello. This is Attorney Mike Gravel coming to you from Chicago, as usual, with 100% fraudery. Where am I? There? I've got 100% fraudery happening here. I wore this yesterday on the super exclusive members only live stream, which was open to everybody. All right, we got some fun clips. We've got, I think he's a new judge. I'm not sure. He's going to take us in. Ernie's taking us in. Let's do this thing.
All right. The court will set it on March 2nd at 9:30. Anything further?
I'll circulate an order.
All right. I appreciate that. We'll be in recess. Ms. Riker, do you have a moment? Can you stay on for just a moment?
Yes, sir.
I just want to bring you up to date on the Ortiz case. And then everyone else, we're in recess. I will excuse you. I know everybody was concerned that Ms. Riker might not have had enough water to hold her over, but
I'm good.
I don't know. I've been doing this for a while. Somehow I think that we'll be back at some point. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but that's how a lot of these things go. But maybe it won't go that way with you guys. But I'll just leave you with one parting thought.
Yes, sir.
There was a breakup song that the Eagles did.
Oh, yes, it's an Eagles reference. I saw you guys already in the chat. It is Judge Marable dropping the Eagles, which is not what I expected. It is never what I expected, but I don't know. It's kind of odd.
In 1980, I think it would have been, called Already Gone. You know that song, man?
A little bit.
You know that song, Mr. Lambert?
I do not.
Oh, well, maybe when you get out, you can Google. Who was singing it?
Thank you, Jeff.
Who sang it? Oh, that was you. Well, yeah. Well, the best line in the whole song, in my mind, and I'll just leave the two of you with it, is so oftentimes it happens that we live our lives in chains and we never even know we have the key.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling both of you, you have a key. You don't have to keep doing it. You each have the key. It's dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hi, this is Frankie with the Sovereign Citizen Patrol, and I'd like to remind you to please hit like and subscribe, or I'll be personally offended.
Go ahead when you're ready, Judge.
Okay, that was just the warm up. The guy was in for DV. It was his wife. She didn't want him in. They talked through it, but he gave him his little pep talk and his Eagles reference, which was actually kind of sweet. He was trying to be nice to him in his way, but the guy's just like, whatever, Judge, let me out of jail. This one's kind of strange, and I'm going to leave you hanging on it, and I don't mean to leave you hanging on it. I just don't have the rest of it. There was a whole discussion in Discord about this, and I don't know what happens in the end.
All right, City of Flint versus Brianna Shabazz Gift, case number 19G 021060M. Let me swear you in. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is truth to the best of your knowledge, understanding, and belief.
Yes.
What is your full name?
BRIANNASHABAZZGIFT.
Okay, you were here a week ago, right?
Yes.
And you were supposed to be posting a bond. Did you do that?
Yes. And I had got that paper from the Secretary of State that you had required me to get. I did post off of the bond. And I had got that paper from the secretary.
Thank you, Chrissy. Lee.
Mr. Wheaton, this is your client.
I talked to her, yes, and apparently, I don't have any, remember her, judge, I don't have independent memory of exactly what you wanted her to do, but.
Well, here,
She did it.
here was the thing. She was sentenced on, back on October 4th, 2021 to 11 months unsupervised probation. She was to have a review 1 week ago on September 12th to see if she had, she was ordered to have no new offenses. When we checked her driving, or when we checked her record, and this is an attempt assault and battery case, we checked her record. She had 2 driving while license suspended, which are new offenses. There had been 18 days of jail time that had been held in advance. So
It sure is.
what did you get from the Secretary of State?
You had told me to get a paper from the Secretary of State stating if I had a license or not. And he said he couldn't, but he had gave me this. I had already showed it to him.
I think there
Oh, Katrina's there. I don't have it in here, but she gets after him today too. She does for dragging in the call.
was some question of whether or not she ever had a driver's license.
Yeah, it was.
And this apparently indicates that one time she did.
I mean, I can look at it, but the argument that was made last week was, I think it was by Mr. Skinner, is that, I think he made the,
If I didn't pay the tickets, then you would don't lock me up, but I had to
no, listen,
pay. Okay.
I remember what happened last week. Okay? I do. And I'll give this back to you. What happened last week was that the sentence and the unsupervised probation, there was only one condition, and that she get no new offenses. She picked up 2 driving while license suspended in the interim. And I don't even see where you posted the bond. Where did you post the bond?
None on this case, Judge. It was on 2 other cases that were in warrant at the time.
You posted for DWLS 22G00216.
Okay, all right. All right.
16.
So that hasn't even come up yet. The latest driving license suspended hasn't gone to court in terms of being adjudicated all the way through.
No, do you remember you asked her to pay the bond, so the bond didn't get paid on that day. We put it back in a lien, and then she came back on Friday and paid it.
Okay, I got you.
I paid both of them all together. I had paid $750.
And on the other case,
Yeah, I paid that $250 the next day, literally. But I didn't have the whole. I had the 500, but I didn't have the whole 750.
Okay, let me just explain this.
that's right.
Listen, in my mind, this is not about people paying the money. This is about people following the order, which was, don't pick up new charges. And I think I said this last week. I said, look, you feel as though it's okay for you to drive so long as you pay the fines or whatever. And I'm telling you, no, it isn't. It is not okay. It's not okay to be picking up new charges. And I think I said that, the whole pattern to me seems like a sense of entitlement that shouldn't be there. You're under the supervision of the court system. So, it's not acceptable for you to be picking up 2 new offenses. I mean, one of them was within a couple of weeks of when I sentenced you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's, this is about the 18 days. That's where we're at now. Didn't I say something about clearing your deck this week? Did I say something about that last week? That maybe you need to make sure you've got some time off scheduled?
Yes, but I would lose my job and I leave my job. That's the way that I take care of myself.
Where do you work?
I do home care. I work at 702 Patrick Boulevard. It's a high-rise building.
What's it called?
702 Father Duquette. It's a high-rise building.
Yeah, I
I
know.
do home care. I'm also in the process of moving into a new apartment. I literally just went and checked and they had painted the apartment. I should be moving into that apartment sometime this week.
You really are completely oblivious to what I'm saying.
I don't know what that means.
You are.
I didn't catch that the first time. He said you're completely oblivious to what I'm saying. She's hard to understand. She's got marbles in her mouth. But he said you're oblivious to what I'm saying. She said, I don't understand what you mean. Oh, good Lord. Oh.
You are on a different wavelength than I am. You're talking about stuff that doesn't even relate to why did you pick up 2 new charges? I mean, it's bad enough to have one a few weeks after you got sentenced. So what it tells me is you didn't take the sentencing very seriously. You know, you picked up a DWLS a few weeks after. So the fact that you were in the system and were on probation didn't seem to mean anything. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about your job and your apartment and all this other stuff. You're not even on the same page or wavelength where I'm at, and that's.
Well, if I may interject, Your Honor, I think as far as the job's concerned, she pointed out to you that she has children that she supports, and if you incarcerate her, she will lose the job. I would suggest an alternative, extend her probation. I understand what the court's saying, and frankly, I agree with you. But it overall picture, it does no good to cause this woman to lose her job and then be unable to support her kids and maybe have to get on the dole. So just, I would suggest just.
I'm going to tell you.
Extend probation with some other conditions. And if she, this time she doesn't do as she's required, then I probably would have nothing.
Yep, we've got the usual. She can't go to jail because she has children. And then, one that I see less, but the defense attorney comes with something nearly as offensive, which is the threat, the welfare threat. But that's where we are, and I'm very frustrated at this point. I'm wondering which way he's going to go.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's. Again, I agree with. I understand what the court's saying, but to have her lose her job so she cannot provide for her children, really, I think outweighs whatever she may learn by doing a week or 5 days or 3 days.
Well, it's 18. Whatever. It's 18 days that I held in abeyance. Okay, well, I'm going to say this about her losing her job. That would be unfortunate if she lost her job. I think, though, if she does home health care, believe you me, that is a career where there's a shortage of people doing that. So she'd be able to get a job doing that. They don't have enough people to find to do that kind of work. You know, it's.
That was my first moment of encouragement. He's not buying the she's going to lose a job thing. I like that. I like it. Come on, Judge Marable. You can get there, buddy. You can get there.
Often a thankless and demanding job. And, you know, I got a feeling that she would pick right back up. How long have you been doing home health care?
2 years.
Oh, yeah. She's got a lot of experience doing that. I don't think that she'd be out of work very long. Okay. The other thing is, though, I got a problem with, listen, you're talking about her children. She's driving without a license, which means she's driving without insurance. I don't know even why she's got a car. Although I think you said you don't have a car anymore. Is that what you said?
Yes.
What happened to the car?
It's just sitting there.
Oh, so you do still have the car?
I get transportation from people.
Ma'am, why don't you just have a seat for a minute? I'm going to ponder Mr. Wheaton's suggestion for a minute, and we'll come back to this. Okay?
Stop driving.
Case number again, so I can get back to it.
19G 0210601. Okay, come on back, Ms. Giss. I have thought about what Mr. Wheaton is saying. Did you tell your job that you might need to be away for a few days?
I have work today, Jesse,
All right, so,
but I have not spoken with them today.
well, when did you tell them you might be indisposed?
Wednesday.
It has not occurred to her that the judge will actually do this. She does not believe it for 1 second. And frankly, I'm surprised, but he seems to be going that direction. Now, I've already seen it.
So they know that you might be indisposed as of today, right?
Yes, but not for sure.
What?
I said yes, but not for sure.
Well, you can call them. Well, I think you should call them. Okay? I think you need to call them. Unless there's like a vacation time that's coming up soon, if you want to do the time. You got vacation time?
No,
You want to call your employer?
my phone is outside.
Wow. I'm trying to facilitate you making a phone call before you go to the back.
Is there a way that I could just get on Tether or something, or anything like that, so I could possibly keep my job? And I could.
I mean, I played with the audio. I still can't understand this woman, but, right there. And she does not understand to this moment. He's like, I'm trying to let you make a phone call before you go to jail. But he didn't use those words, and she did not understand. She did not pick up what he's laying down yet. Let's carry on.
Still do my daily duties with the kids.
No, I think you need to call your employer. Just call. I mean,
Well,
I mean, you could, but I mean, I think that would just, not be in your best interest, but,
I mean, I know, I get it. She's saying, she isn't like threatening it, but I wouldn't discuss running in open court in front of the judge. Well, I get that, but I don't know. This is where it gets dicey, and we don't know what happened.
I don't, Mr. Wheaton says you'll come back, right?
I don't.
Maybe tell her what
She's
happens if
wise
she
enough to
doesn't.
know that it doesn't do her.
Well, you know what happens if you don't. You can't. There's a couple of things that can happen. If you don't come back.
But I'm getting sentenced to the 18 days.
So I already sentenced you to it. I'm just imposing it.
Huh?
I'm imposing the sentence, yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so right there, he drops the hammer. He says he's going to do it, but she still does not understand. She's like, what's this about 18 days? Well, you've already been sentenced to 18 days. Today, I'm imposing it. She says, huh?
That means you'll serve it. Although they'll give you day for day. So, in reality, it's not even 9. Huh?
I'm working 3 days. But I'm just, let me just go on and let her know.
Do I what?
Can I go call the judge and let her know?
I got a feeling that now you're worrying. You're worrying.
You didn't finish telling her what happens if she doesn't come back.
I know I didn't finish telling you. You could be charged with escape from a jail sentence. You could be and that's a felony. You could be charged with contempt of court and get up to 90 days in jail. And it would make matters worse.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if you want to take a minute to step out in the hallway and call, go right ahead.
Okay.
But I mean, if you don't come back, you know,
I'm
you think
back.
you don't think I'm going to forget this, do you?
No, you didn't forget me. So I know you're not.
Yeah, I'm not going to forget this.
Okay, I'm about to step out and make the call.
You know, I actually believe you.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay, I for the record don't believe her. I'm not saying she won't for sure, but I'm not confident of it. But she just walks out right there, and I looked, and people in Discord, maybe people like Lauren the Pet Lover, for instance, we're discussing trying to find if she returned, and we don't have it. So I know. So just save your comments. I know you're all going to yell at me because I don't know if she came back or not, but I don't. I don't have the clip. But I wouldn't let her out of there. I wouldn't have let her out of the bailiff site from then on. That's just me. All right, so we got our little transition here. I think she cartwheeled right out of there, and then we've got a quick little soft sit. It's pretty delicious.
Filed on the record?
Yeah.
I'm not here for that matter. I'm actually waiting for a response for the documents I filed on the record.
Okay.
All right. They asked us to swear in, basically to participate in court, right? She participated because she doesn't know what's going on, but she wants what she wants, which is her money, even though it's not hers and she doesn't have a right to it, because of Blessing versus Freestone, Sage versus Sage, Holmberg versus Holmberg. I'm sorry, Sage was the wrong one. U.S. versus Sage. Anyway, so I'm not swearing in. I'm not submitting to their jurisdiction right now. Court hasn't started. Okay.
Yes, this is a soft sit narrating his own stupid. It's fantastic. I thought about doing this like in a members only video, like doing one of my own court appearances, and then giving commentary on it, and of course just giving myself a glowing review. Yeah, and I was going to have it up, and I thought that'd be funny. This guy is seriously doing it. Everything he says is just wrong. He's losing on all fronts here, but he just goes full Baghdad Bob and just claims otherwise. It's good.
You haven't answered the question though. Are you swearing to God or affirming that you'll tell the truth in these proceedings? Did you hear the oath that was just administered, sir?
I appreciate your questions, but I'm only here so that we could either dismiss the matter with prejudice or you could write an order I can appeal. I'm here. There you go. There you go. Let them know
Brilliant.
What I'm doing, what my status is, what procedurally needs to happen, and that I'm not interested in anything else.
We don't care what you're interested in, and you're losing badly.
Your persona by special appearance.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Let's just have the record reflect that Mr. Quintero is not so sworn or affirmed, so he is therefore not considered to be under oath. Court will therefore consider that and developing its inferences in connection with any statements that he makes in connection with the proceedings today. Sir, just for your information, frankly, for the information of the parties generally, the court has ruled, the ruling was issued today, so it's in the court file. Sir, generally speaking, the one action that you filed that the court allowed and is considering in connection with today's proceeding was your motion to dismiss for lack of subject matter jurisdiction, which motion was denied. So you'll see the.
I love that. Okay, so he's going to claim victory after this. It's fantastic. But so he files a bunch of nonsense, just a bunch of crazy, the usual stuff. And the judge is like, okay, the one thing we could discern what you're trying to say is you're saying we don't have jurisdiction. That motion's been denied. We do have jurisdiction. and now he takes a victory lap based upon that.
Court's ruling.
And there's your due process violation. He did that sua sponte. Whoever brings the claim brings the jurisdiction. Jurisdiction has to be proven on the record. And at that moment, you just heard me win my case. From here on out, for the rest.
I heard the one cognizable motion that you made, and I'm sure poorly at that, be denied. That's what I heard. But what do I know?
Of my life, or the whatever amount of time that this takes, my only purpose is to have it dismissed because the case is over at this point in time.
It's been filed, sir. Okay? So, and the court has addressed in that ruling all.
Well, there you have it. Just a little soft sit to lighten the mood. It seems downright quaint compared to oh Lord, I don't know if you all have seen it, but we had one in Judge Alex's courtroom. I think it was 2.5 hours long, but it was so crazy. And then I had another great one sent to me on Twitter. By the way, I forgot. A lot of this stuff was sent to me by people. Thank you. You know who you are. You know very well who you are because you DM'd or messaged me or whatever, and I found it. So thank you. But I didn't have time to go through and do all that. But I had also another good one sent to me via Twitter. But it was long and it was crazy. I'm like, no. I mean, these are that was a little crazy, but this is mild by comparison. I'm like, no, we all need a day off. We all need a day off after after the wild Karen in court. We really did. I just had to take it back a notch. You know, I just had to take it down. All right. Well, thank you all for coming out. It's always good to see you, and I will see you soon.